We want you to be informed about the real estate market, so today I'm debunking 3 myths about the current real estate market. Myth number 1 is on the buyer side, and that myth is, hey, I think I should wait until prices go down and interest rates go down to buy a house. Well, historically, that has been a myth. I actually saw an article recently that said, when has historically been the best time to buy a house? You know what the answer to that question was? Other than 2007, in the history of housing, the answer has been now. It has always been better to buy now than to wait, and that's because it's nearly impossible to time the market. And if you're thinking, hey, I know a lot about the market, or I've got this feeling that prices are about to come down, or that interest rates are going to come down in a year or two, well, let me ask you about how you've done timing the market historically. March 2020, think prices were going up or down? Up 40% in the 2 years after. What about 2005? A lot of people said, hey, the market's going to go down then. It did eventually go down, but it went up for 2 years before that, and it took 4 years to get back to that same point on the up-down cycle. So myth number 1, I'm going to wait. I think you should make a decision about buying a house based on your personal situation and can you afford it? And we'd be happy to help you think through those. Myth number 2 is I have to renovate my house in order to sell it. Now, it is tried and true that to put your house in the best condition does get the maximum price. But we've been on appointments with thousands of y'all, and we know that that's not always the number 1 priority for everyone. So if you want to sell the house in an easiest possible way, the least possible effort, we can do that for you too, and we can help you maximize that situation. Because whether you're going, hey, I'm putting my house in perfect condition, or I want to sell it with as little work as possible, there are things that can be done on both of those options that can maximize your profit and your sales price in either way you're going. The third myth is that you can price your house for whatever you want, that you can test the market and it doesn't matter. I love when people say that. I've heard that a lot over the years. Hey, I want to test the market. And there are situations where that makes sense. Usually it doesn't make sense though. And let me tell you why that is. It's because if you have competition on your house, which you're less likely to have if you test the market. If you have competition, and in this market especially, houses are getting bid up. And when houses get bid up, that means that people pay more for it. People give you better terms, and a lot of times the terms really matter. I know that for you guys. It matters how can I stay in the house, how long can I stay in the house after closing. It matters what kind of earnest money people are putting down. And you get those terms only when you have competition. And a lot of times when you have competition, you have 1 or 2 people, they're willing to really go way up. But if you're testing the market and you get 1 offer at that price, are people going to go up when there's only 1 offer? No, people are only going up when there's a reason, and that's the competition that drives it up. So there's 3 myths that I'm seeing right now out in the market, and I don't want you all to make mistakes in housing. We want you to make wise choices. Everyone's situation is different. If you want to talk through your situation, send us a message. We'd love to schedule a time to talk.